This is Dan Hoff from PTI Securities with your Thursday, July 28th market wrap-up. Today, overnight, relatively narrow range in the S&P futures overnight. The foreign markets were down both in Europe and in Asia. Fundamentally, we actually had pending home sales, which was a little bit of a better than expected. We also had the jobless claims, which also was a little bit better than expected. Not a lot numbers-wise, but it came in 398, which so was a little bit below the psychological important level of 400,000 job losses per week. Earnings, the only one of note was ExxonMobil, which was a little bit of a disappointment. But the story of the day really was what's going on in Washington. The theater in Washington is kind of unbelievable these days. Everyone's coming out with a plan, and to the people who don't read the details, which is pretty much everybody because these plans are so in-depth, they're beginning to sound pretty much the same. And the fact that they can't agree is really kind of weighing on the market. So the market started off with this fundamental news of the employment relatively good. It actually traded down during most of the day and closed down on the day. The SPX closed at 1,300, down 4. The Dow closed down 63 at 12,240. The NASDAQ actually was a little bit better, closed up 1. And some of that was due to the fact that technology stocks are much better than everywhere else lately. Also, Goldman upgraded Cisco today, which was a help. The 10-year note, the yield dropped to 2.95, down slightly. Once again, kind of amazing because realistically, when you get right down to it, this is a debt issue of the U.S. government, and no one seems to be panicking, at least in the notes. So the yield fell again. So the dollar was strengthened today, 74.24. Tomorrow we have a pretty good news calendar. We got the GDP. We also have Chicago Purchasing Managers Index and the Michigan Sentiment all coming out tomorrow before the opening. So realistically, though, probably nothing out of Washington. We were led to believe that nothing will happen until at least after the market closed tomorrow. So this has been Dan Howe, PTI Securities and Futures.